Hello, I'm Dane. Welcome to another episode of Dax Jutsu. In today's episode, we'll discuss how to selectively highlight a bar or column in a bar or column chart, but still be able to keep the filters to the other visuals. So, simulan natin. So, meron akong sample bar dito. Yung first thing na gagawin natin usually is, which is the common practice naman talaga, is we create a disconnected table. So, meron tayong category. And now, what we want to do is create a disconnected category table. Disconnected in the sense that wala siyang relationship sa other tables. So, yung gagawin ko lang is I'll duplicate my category table. So, new table, and then gawin natin siyang disconnected category and category. And we will use this as our slicer. So let's look for that disconnected category and use that as slicer. So yeah, because they don't, because this one doesn't have a relationship or facts table, hindi niya na-filter itong bar chart. But that serves its purpose. So the next thing we want to do is we create a conditional formatting measure. So what we want to happen is if we select automotive, when we highlight automotive sa bar chart natin. So gawa tayo ng conditional formatting measure. Conditional bar color. So if selected value nitong related category table natin is in the disconnected category table, then we want it red or whatever color you want. You can use RGB, RGBA, or hexadecimal color as long as Power BI can interpret it. Okay. And now we want to conditionally format this. So let's go to bars. And let's select field value bar. Okay, so it works. So here comes another problem. Because, balikan natin yung formula. Kasi dito, if category here is in the list of categories selected, then the color is red. However, if we don't select anything in the disconnected category table, then everything is in the list. So yung gagawin natin ngayon is to check if filtered ba tong category, disconnected category table natin. So if it's filtered, disconnected category, and ganyan, nasa listahan siya din red. So it's not filtered currently, so everything is in blue. Yan. So here comes the problem. Maglalagay ako ng ibang visual. Kopyahin ko lang to. And then I'll turn this into a matrix. And lagay pa tayo ng ibang column. Geo. So yeah. Now let's see what's going to happen. This is where the problem lies. Although we are able to selectively highlight our bar chart, hindi naman natin na-filter itong matrix chart. So, anong gagawin natin? What shall we do? So, what we're going to do is kind of reverse our measure. So, how shall we reverse this? So, first na gagawin natin muna is we create another measure. Shall say I'll duplicate this. Duplicate. And then I'll create, or rather, what I'm going to do is instead of using this kind of category as our slicer, this will be used as our column category. So remove this, and then we add this disconnected category here. No, no. So disconnected category, and then let's change this to category. So that's it. Unfortunately, hindi natin na-highlight correctly itong total revenue na disconnected, or rather disconnected, hindi tayo mali 'to, gawin natin category, disconnected category, 'pag multiple. And aside from that, our values are wrong. If you have noticed, same yung length ng bar natin. So, dapat iba-iba sila. So, gagawa ako ng new measure. Tanggalin ko muna yung initial formatting ito, and then I'll create a new measure. And I'll call this measure disconnected total revenue equals calculate total revenue treat as values and treat as values and disconnected category, and then category. So we use treatise to propagate a virtual relationship. So virtual relationship kasi wala siyang physical relationship na makikita natin dito sa diagram view. So, mhm, nasaan na ba sila? So, etong may connection na 'to, these are called physical relationships. And they can be either active or inactive. Itong virtual relationship, wala siya nito, and virtual relationship can be invoked in a measure. So this connected figure measure, yeah. And I'll add this here. Tingnan natin. So, check natin kung tama ba 'tong values. Electronics, 3.7. Yes, 3.7 din. Lagay natin sa table para ma-compare natin. So, electronics 3.7, 3.7, cosmetics 3.6, and 3.6. So, next thing na gagawin natin ngayon is to highlight. So, balikan natin yung conditional bar color. Gaya ng sabi ko kanina, we will reverse this. So, new measure. Kawalan tayo ng reverse of this. To, so, ngayon, di natin gagamitin yun. Disconnected category is our slicer. Oh, category. And, ito naman ngayon, lalagay natin siya, disconnected. So what we'll be trying to do is to check if this slicer here is filtered and whether the values in this disconnected category are in the connected category. And we conditionally highlight this. So field value and then bar color 2. So, ayan. We now have the correct values, but still we are able to filter the other slicers. Let's turn this into a column chart and geo as logic. To check. Okay, so that's it from me. Thank you for staying with me. Have a good one. I hope you learned something. Bye bye.